Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Weekly Crypto Roundup with me. I'm Gokce from the Excel team. Let's look at what's happening in the market. Currently, Bitcoin has fallen a little bit and it's hovering around 93,500 levels. And we have been at this level for the past few days, and it looks like it's a bit calm before the storm. So after spending some days at this price level, what can be the price? What can be our next target? And I'm looking at the RSI. It's still not in the overbought area yet, and also MACD is still on the bullish side. But I'm looking at some metrics, and I'm seeing that maybe we can go a little bit lower before going to our 100K target. So first thing, I am seeing that the funding levels are high lately, and it is sitting around 2.6% right now, and it was higher than 5% early hours of this day. So the funding rates are high lately, which means that long positions, leverage positions are high. So this can cause us a long position squeeze, which can be lower targets for us. Also, looking at the hourly funding rate from Glassnode, you can see that we are on the positive side for the funding rate. So this looks like it's a bit high for the price to be healthy. So this current price level, I feel like might go a little bit lower before reaching out to new highs. And also looking at the liquidity heat map here, when I was working for this video, the price level was around 95. So I was going to say that the first price target that we might go is around these levels, actually, 92,000, as this is one of the first levels that some positions are going to be liquidated. From here, the next level might be around 92, as this is another target for the long positions to be liquidated. So I feel like Bitcoin is consolidating at this price level, but before any upward movement, maybe we should get rid of the long positions first. So it feels like 91, 92,000 price levels might be possible, as there are lots of leveraged positions and the funding rates are still high to be priced to be healthy at this level. And also we need a catalyst for the price to move higher, as this price move is mainly coming from US tariffs and political uncertainty. And we used to be in line with S&P and Nasdaq prices, but currently this correlation is lost, and Bitcoin had some few days that it was the only asset that was going higher. The gold price has fallen a bit, even though it has fallen a bit, Bitcoin was steady at these levels. So it feels like the market started to read Bitcoin as a safe haven lately, and even if gold has fallen a bit, Bitcoin could go up as gold had its own rally already. So Bitcoin is catching up with this narrative, it looks like. Also, S&P and Nasdaq feels a little bit better currently. They also had some positive days lately. So again, we had this price move, but we need a new catalyst for the price to be able to go up. As I said, the funding rates are high and there are lots of leveraged positions, and the liquidation heat map shows like 92 price level can be the next target for us to see. So looking at the market, there were some news, and there was a good writing from Ray Dalio, one of the legendary investors. He says that global monetary order on the brink of breakdown, and there are some important points from his writing. these tariffs are leading to irreversible damage, and an increasing number of importers and exporters to other countries, particularly between the US and China, are drastically reducing their interdependencies and making alternative plans, which means that more countries may increasingly bypass the US by forming new trade networks that rely on alternative currencies. So we are living in a dollarized globe, and this tariff thing can change how dollarized we are, as the countries are looking for alternatives and new trade partners and maybe looking for new currencies. So that is the reason actually why everybody was selling US stocks, treasuries, and also the XY is fallen as well. And Bitcoin price move is mainly coming from the US actually. Looking at the trading hours, if you look at Asia, Europe, London hours, and New York hours, you are going to see that most of the upward movements happened during US hours. And also looking at Coinbase, Bitcoin price is primed there, so it is a little bit higher than other exchanges, which means that people are buying on US exchanges more than they do on the global exchanges. So mainly US investors are investing in Bitcoin, it looks like. So on the other front, US is still talking about crypto a lot. And Commerce Secretary made a comment that they want US to turbocharge Bitcoin mining, and they want to be the global center for Bitcoin mining. So this is not the only thing. Also, we have some news from Arizona. Arizona is the first state in the United States to allow Bitcoin reserve bills, and they made the votes and they approved it. And there are other states as well which are on the same path with Arizona. We have Texas, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and they are also progressing with Bitcoin reserve bills. So the states in the US are very interested in purchasing Bitcoin, it looks like. So these are the positive news from the US side. Also, during the last episode, I've shared that Swiss Central Bank was purchasing strategy stocks. They are not purchasing Bitcoin, but they are purchasing exposure to Bitcoin through strategy, as they have billions USD worth of Bitcoin in their reserve. So their price is correlated with Bitcoin price. So Swiss Central Bank is purchasing MicroStrategy stocks. So here there is a news that economist Lucius Macer urges the Swiss Central Bank to start buying Bitcoin, stating that the focus should be on how much Bitcoin to hold rather than whether to have it. It's important as well. Even though they are not buying, as I said, they are buying exposure through buying strategy stocks. And on the other hand, another important thing was this announcement of Ethereum Foundation. They have made some announcement about their vision, principles, and values for the new era, as they call it. There were some important points in this, as people started to talk about them a lot. This tweet was important. They want to scale Ethereum L1, scaling blobs and improving user experience, but this caught the attention of people, as this sounds like a little bit, this tweet, for example, they are leaving scaling through L2s and focusing mainly on the scalability of L1. So the feature of L1s might be in danger, it feels like, but it will probably take years, but it's something to keep in your mind if you are investing in an L2. This announcement here can cause maybe in the future for the prices to be down, as if you have a fast L1, there is no point to have an L2, even though it is permissionless. People might stop using L2s that much. So this was another important news from this week. And lately, I want to share this table as it shows the spot ETF schedule in the United States. As you know, this year we are expecting for a new spot altcoin ETFs from United States, and we have two ETF analysts from Bloomberg. One is Eric Balkanas and James Seyfert. And this table is showing which coins might get an approval before the end of this year. And as they calculate the odds, Litecoin seems to be one of the highest probabilities, along with Solana, with 90% of ETF approval before the end of this year, following up with XRP, 90%, Dogecoin, 80%, Cardano, 75%, Polkadot, again, 75%, Hebar is 80%, and lastly, Avalanche is coming with 75%. So this looks like they are still getting extensions, as SEC have a right to get 4 extensions. Each of them are for 45 days. So this might be until October, but it looks like we are going to get some of these ETFs this year until October. So we can see also price movement in this altcoins because of this news. So thank you, and hope to see you next week.